All right, algebra students, I'm posting this video to help you with Algebra 1 STAAR Study Guide Lesson 1.9. So I'm going to work out the problems on the board, talk through some of the things that you need to be kind of knowing, and just kind of connect it to some of the things we've done in the past. So I'm going to work through some of these problems and talk about kind of how it works. So what they're asking us to do is they're asking us to take formulas that are actual formulas from science and math and rearrange them so that they are arranged with a different letter here. So it's just like what we've done in the past, where we say like solve for x and we rearrange the equation until x is by itself. But now they're going to say solve for, let's see what the first one says. It's just to solve for c. Okay, so it's just to solve for c. So that means I need to get this c by itself. So I want to move everything away from c until c is just c equals whatever else is there. And it doesn't even matter what that other side looks like, because your goal is just to get c by itself. So here's the way it's going to work. So the first thing I want to tell you is it's okay for you to just switch the equation around so that the two sides are switched. And I do that so that c is on the side of the equation that we like it to, because we like to have c equals at the end. So we're going to make sure we get to that point. So in order to do that, we're just going to start moving things away, and we're going to use our algebra rules. So we know that if m and c are being multiplied, then if I divide by m on both sides, then this m will cancel, and it'll give me c squared equals e over m. All I've done is divide by m. That got rid of this m on this side, brought it m over here, and now it's e divided by m. And then if I want to get rid of a squared, we talked about this briefly, I need to do the opposite, which is to take the square root. And I just put a square root symbol over the whole thing. And again, you're not going to be calculating any answers here. You're just rearranging the equation so it looks the way we want it to. So then c equals the square root of e over m. And that is your final answer. That's all you have to do. Sorry, tip this down so everybody can see this. Move my camera up here. So this is what we're looking at. C equals E over M. Okay, so I'm going to do another one right now. Let me get the next problem. So that was question number 1. Let's go back here. And we'll do the next one, which is actually a lot easier. Y equals mx plus b. Hey, we know this one. And they want us to solve for x. That's what they want us to solve for. Get x by itself. So this guy right here. So again, we can just move things around. So I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to switch the sides of the equation right away, because I want x over here. So I have mx plus b equals y. First things first, I'm going to move my b. Just like I do in algebra, I subtract in order to get rid of that b. Those cancel, giving me mx equals y minus b. I know this looks very strange because there's no numbers here, it's just letters, but again, we're just following the algebra rules that we know. So then now I need to get x by itself, and again, if m and x are being multiplied, I divide by m, and I divide by m over here. And so the final answer is x equals y minus b over m. And so that's all we have to do. So we have the y minus b over m, and that's it. Again, you don't have to calculate any answer. You're just going to put it in that form. As long as x is by itself, then you're good to go. All right. I will let you do 1.9.3 on your own, and then we will work out number 4 together right now, and then that'll be the end of the video. All right, so we have V, volume, equals 1/3. Fractions, pi, symbols, r squared h. And again, it looks really intimidating. I'll give you that. But remember, we're solving for, I wrote a b when I meant to write an h. They want us to solve for h. So we're going to get this guy by itself. So let's rearrange the equation. So it's 1/3 pi r squared h equals v. Okay? So let's start going through it one at a time. All of these things are being multiplied together. So every single one of them needs to be divided. Now, 1/3, instead of dividing, I'm just going to multiply times 3. So that's going to cancel out, and it's going to get rid of it, basically. 3v. Okay, so again, I multiply by 3, and this becomes 3 times v, or 3v, and then this is all over here. Now the next step I think we can do all at once, because we know we want h by itself, and we know it's being multiplied by both of these numbers. So we're just going to do that all at once. Pi and r squared are both going to be divided together. Pi and r squared, both going to be divided together. Cancel, cancel, the 2 as well. All that cancels out, leaving me with h equals, tip this down, h equals 3v divided by pi r squared. And that's your answer for number 4. So you need to do number 3, which is really just one step to solve, and then you'll be done with all of objective 1 on the STAAR study guide. And I'll be posting more videos today and tomorrow. And again, hopefully we can be done with this by the end of next week. So I'll be checking today to see if you've been making progress, and then I'll be reaching out to you if you haven't to see if you have any questions. All right, everybody.